But there's more. What did I do with my phone? Oh, I put it in that bag. I hope it's not on.
There we are. Hey, Facebook. Good
What's
morning.
up? We got commercials playing, y'all.
So we're going to go to manual. We're going to be on in 15 seconds on the TuneIn app.
Doop de doop de doo. Welcome to JoCo in the morning with the girls. The girls are running the show this morning.
All about the girls.
The girls.
Tiffany will be here momentarily.
You know, that star testing, I don't know if everybody had a chance to watch.
Hang on, we're almost on. Hang
Oh,
on.
I thought we were.
Okay, now we're on.
Sorry about that, Facebook, for that false start.
Good morning. JoCo in the morning is here with y'all this morning with Connie Little and
Pam Masters?
we're waiting on Tiffany Cooch to get here. Her child had a meltdown this morning.
I'm here for about 20 minutes.
And we appreciate you doing that. And then we're going to have Kara Ellison come in at 8 o'clock, her and her friend, to talk about the Centennial High School Senior Celebration.
And what a cool thing that Harley Davidson is doing to help them raise money to make that safe night for the kids.
Cool?
You have a chance, or you can buy a chance, to win a Harley Davidson, a 2017 Harley Davidson. I don't know anything about the names of the vehicles, so it's not going to do any good. So we're going to kind of do a jump start for what Kara's going to talk about. But if you're interested in doing that, be sure and get a hold of her or somebody with Project Celebration and get a chance at winning that sucker. That thing looks awesome.
I know, right? And we're going to put all the contact information on here in the comments.
Yeah, we will. Connie will do that for us in just a minute, so that's really cool. But we're gonna want to get started. We've had an amazing week here at JoCo Community Radio. Big thanks to our number one sales rep, Miss Connie Little. She worked diligently and tirelessly on a new show concept that we developed together, where we can actually help businesses that want to do a show but don't have a host.
Right.
We partner them with somebody that's great from the industry that they're from, and so our first show is yet to be named. But our wonderful host Denise Tadson is going to bring all the information about senior living, and our first show for her will be April 23rd.
Yes, on a Monday.
I'm beyond excited. I don't even know.
Is it 11 to 12?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and so, and of course, her sponsor is Ridgeview Nursing and Rehab in Cleburne, and we're so glad that they've taken a chance on us to do that. But if you have a business and you would love to figure out how we can do radio, get a hold of Connie or somebody here at the station, and we would be happy to help develop that thing going forward for more and more shows. Of course, we will always have airtime available until we run out of airtime.
Right? Hi, Abby.
Which is kind of happening. Tiffany's here. She's going to go let her in. But we have airtime available for your content. We are in conversations right now with a group about a new sports show, which I'm really excited. We had sports on here at one time, and that show ended. So we're diligently looking to fill content that our community is asking for, such as sports and more music and different kinds of things about events going on in the community. The first show that I was ever on the station where I started the JoCo Community Radio show was called the Chazza Charity Show. And so I keep looking for that person that can bring that kind of content, because there's never enough advertising for the great organizations that are helping in our community to support people that are challenged by what life has brought them. So we're still looking for that. We have a couple of other new shows starting. I don't know all about the content. I do know that there's going to be a Sunday morning thing coming. And hi, honey. Hi. No, it's okay. we you know, I can talk a blue streak, so she turns the mic on and we're good to go.
Good morning, everybody.
Miss Tiffany is here. We're so excited to see you. Bless your little child's heart.
She just couldn't find anything to wear.
It matters what you wear on Star Test Day.
Well, no, she's done with Star Test, so today was art day.
Oh.
So today it's like she can dress fancy. She doesn't have to worry about going to PE. She doesn't, she can wear a dress. And
you know, this is
This
is a stressful week for kids, though. I imagine there's all kinds of meltdowns happening.
So that's my bonus daughter, and then my little girl, she had a complete meltdown this week right after her star test. Like, she went home early. So
Our new show, Teen Talk, that's on Saturday mornings. The three young ladies are here. I actually helped run the boards for the show a little bit on Saturday morning. I was in awe of listening to them converse about how stressed they were that week about trying to study for the STAR test and everything. And then one of them said, "What is the STAR test?" How did they say that? Something about, what does it even mean? What is it? Does it have anything to do with you getting to go?
See,
They can keep you from going to the next grade, but what does it even mean?
I really despise, like, I'll get on a soapbox about it, so I'm going to kind of not talk about it, but
Well,
I
it's
really
important
despise
though.
it because I was that student in school. When I was in school, it was the TOS test or TAS test or whatever.
It's what it was when we were there
Okay,
too. Yeah.
So, when I was in school, I never missed a day of school, kindergarten through 12th grade.
Congratulations. That's
And
an accomplishment.
I had to leave for, like, orthodontist appointments or whatever, but they got money for me being there every day for roll, okay?
Right.
Okay, like, I'm an adult now. Let's talk real talk.
Right.
So they got money for me being there. I made A, B's, and C's. I didn't fail anything in my regular classes, but by the time it took me to graduate high school, it took me 3 times to pass that math section because I would freak out and freeze up
Test anxiety.
and have test anxiety, and I was in a remedial math class and doing all, and I'm like, I never have, like, I'm a good student.
Right.
Why am I being held back for this stupid test that it just shows how well you teach?
It really doesn't. What it does is
I don't get
it shows how well you coach, because the whole thing about the thing in Texas, and I don't want to get on a political soapbox either. That's not my thing. But George Bush brought the STAR test to realization in the state of Texas when he was governor. He pushed that initiative, and what ended up happening, because it affects the teacher's salary. What it ended up happening is teachers started trying to figure out, I got to make my house payment. I got to feed my kids. I cannot have my STAR test results go down. And so they're torn between, do I teach the kids or do I teach to the test? And that's what ends up happening. And we can't fault them. I mean,
No,
it's
we
the
can't.
system.
I love my kids.
It's
Teachers.
absolutely.
Like, I
But
have
if you
friends
set up-
that are teachers, like, I totally get it.
But if you set up the system where that's what they have to do to keep their paycheck, that's what they have to do.
Right.
And I don't think that they do that the whole 9 months of the school year. I think that the pressure gets on closer to when the STAR test happen or the practice
Yeah.
test happen and all that kind of stuff. I
No,
know that they're
my daughter
teaching.
was freaking out over it. Because she's in 5th grade. Ma's in 4th grade. So 5th grade, it gets a little more serious.
Sure,
If you don't
it
pass
absolutely
you're
does.
gonna get, you
Held
can
back.
hold you back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've done good all year. You've made, you know what I mean? Like,
And it absolutely has nothing to do with life or what kids are going to do as they go into college. I mean, you have tests in college, but you don't have a STAR test. You don't have a TAS test. You don't have any of
no,
that.
and if
You
get
have a
held back, you
test
gotta pay
based.
to take it again.
You
know? So,
you
it's
you have a
different.
test based on the education and on how well you do to make sure you're getting the information. The thing about that I wish schools could do, if they could find a way, especially that last 3 years of school, is to teach kids how college is, because it has absolutely nothing to do. It has it has absolutely nothing to do how you take high school, and it may have changed. I've been out of school for generations now, but listening to my kids talk, my 2 boys especially, and they hate when I talk about them on the radio, but they really struggle with the system that Texas has in place for education. They were bored out of their mind, and it was just repetitive, and then STAR tests, and so when the lady came from Rooted Life Montessori,
Oh, yeah.
and she was talking about how they take their systems and help kids not only just learn tangibly by touching things and doing things, but at a pace that works for their mental abilities and cognition and everything that they're doing. It's like it's child guided. If we could find a way to bring that more to our school, I think our kids would just be so much better. And we have a lot of kids that are doing great. Like, my kids all took dual classes. So they were not only taking high school classes, they were also taking college classes. So they all graduated from high school with some parts, well, none of them did early, but they had credits towards their college degree, whatever degree that they wanted to go for. And I read somewhere recently that one of our schools, and I'm sorry, I don't know which one it is. You can call in and tell us if you want to. That phone number is 817-506-7257. But one of the kids talked about how it didn't make sense the way that they were teaching them, and it's mind blowing that we're we're not enforcing, we're not creating a way in our education that is actually better for the kids. And it's not up to the teachers to do that. It's not up to the principal or the superintendent. It's up to us as people we vote to put education first. And I know my kids did pretty well in school, but they were still challenged by the system that's in place.
The greatest day of my life was the day that my daughter graduated. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
What does she do now?
She works for Alcon.
That's a good job.
Yeah, she works for Alcon. They have wonderful insurance, by the way. But she is a lead in the production area.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She'll run the place before it's over. So, yeah.
If she's anything like you.
We're kind of driven in that from that aspect.
We're so glad you are, because you have done an amazing job. You and Tiffany both this week. It's just every time I turn around, the phone's ringing. Okay, this happened. Okay, that happened. Okay, this happened. All I did was get rid of something, and y'all just keep adding.
Well, thank God for Tiffany. So I'm going to give you kudos because she is the most diligent in what she does. She goes out and she talks to people, not afraid. She talks to people and tells them about the passion and the mission that we have at JoCo Community Radio, and they just gravitate towards her and say,
Sure.
I'll do whatever you want. So, thank you.
And, I really love going forward in our meetings, if I could talk less and you guys could coach a little more, because I think that's one of the things that a lot of people that are coming on and being hosts, first they're afraid. They're like, oh, well, I
was afraid at first.
I kind of want to do this.
Look at you now.
I know, right?
I was afraid at first.
I kind of want to do this.
Anymore,
And then, they come to me and they say, well, how do I get a sponsor? And I'm like, well, you have to connect to people, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. And I think I just go like right over their head because I'm talking for 30 years of marketing experience. And so I think if we could maybe pick one little thing and start coaching in the meetings, we want the voices of Johnson County, not my voice. I've never wanted to be the voice of Johnson County. I've always wanted to be the person driving the bus that everybody can get on and go with it. I just, come on, y'all, watch. This is going to be fun. Yeah. Or hold my beer or something.
And to be quite honest with you, I think my whole life I've just wanted to be a part of something that mattered.
Oh.
So, and I feel like this truly matters, and it matters in not only my life but other people's lives. And
It's a great mission to bring the voices of Johnson County to the.
What's funny is that somebody told me the other day. She said, "That's your mission." I was like, "Oh my God, it is!" So,
connecting people and information. Yeah.
And anytime you walk out these doors, everything beyond this is your mission field. So
Yeah.
You have the opportunity to touch and meet anybody you want.
I have literally been sitting at home the last year, just writing in my journal, working on me, and I wrote in there, all I want to do is share the good. That's all I want to do. like I was trying to figure out if I wanted to go back to do hair, if I wanted to do this, you know what I mean? Like, because I have the ability to be able to, I have been blessed to be able to pick what I want to do right now. And all I could think of, I just want to share good. I'm so sick of looking at the bad.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, She Rose happens, and then I come on here, and it's like this platform to go out and about in town, find my favorite people, and meet new favorite people every day. They walk in this room, and connections happen, and it's insane, and it's amazing, and it's a blessing and a miracle.
I have not heard from anybody.
God blessed me with this.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
Right. Thank you,
Pam Master.
Okay.
Because the universe just stars aligned, and here I am.
So yesterday I got the opportunity to be interviewed for an article that's coming up in the Burleson Star, who also have a show here. They actually hold the 12 to 1 slot, but they've been through a lot of changes in the last year, and so they've got a lot of neat stuff going on. I don't know how much of the neat stuff I can share because I forgot to ask if we could talk about it on the radio. So I won't tell Diane. I'm not telling, but we're going to get her on one of these shows in the next few days and let her share the great stuff that they're doing. They're actually changing the way print media happens here in our community to make it better, and so it's really fascinating to watch how they're going to partner with JoCo Radio and other organizations to let people know that print media is not a done thing. And it's just fascinating to watch her. Like how passionate I am about JoCo. That's how passionate she is about the Burleson Star. So we're excited to be, and that happened this week, which we've been walking along with them and letting them get through. But they're ready to kick off some really exciting stuff. I can't talk about it. I didn't ask if I could talk.
Right? I'm just excited that they're willing to do it with us. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome. And I went and met with David McDowell yesterday at the Bridal.
The city of Burleson is on board, which is way cool.
Yeah, and I will tell you, if you have not, I've never been to the Brick. So Jessica,
What?
thank God for Jessica. She gave me a whole tour.
It's an amazing facility. What Burleson did to bring that to their community is just
I
monumental.
mean, we always had the community center when I
Sure,
was little, with
yeah.
the pool and all that, and so many memories. But for them to do that and bring the Brick and have all these different amenities there for all the kids,
And they're adding more stuff. Like they have a few acres there. There's more things coming, and they do everything in stages.
Yeah.
So the city is very responsible with the money that they're taking for tax dollars or whatever. And so everything they do, it's like they're doing it in phases. And so every once in a while, you just pop in and you go, oh, there's something new.
Right?
There's something new.
Oh, I've never been over there, and the indoor pool was amazing. So
Isn't
we're
it?
going to be doing the largest swim lesson coming up soon. We'll talk about that.
Next Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
With Coralie. I don't know. It's that cough drop.
There you go. Yeah, with Coralie. She's next Tuesday. We're going to talk about the biggest swim lessons.
So Coralie is a transplanted Texan. She actually comes from Florida, and I think not Florida, Canada. And I think if I remember right, she was actually one of the people that was on the very first JoCo show. She may not have been. She was invited.
Yeah.
So when in September 2014, we did the kickoff show, and then we did the first real where we promoted it show. And that was on the 3rd of September and the 10th of September. And I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do every week. So I just sent a Facebook message to all my friends and who wants to be on the radio with me. And we had the best conversation, kind of like this right here. We just talked about all the creative things that we've been doing together. And I need to go back and listen to that archive sometime because there was some magic happening in that room that day. And those ladies that I hang out with, Coralie and Tiffany and another Tiffany, but you're my new Tiffany. She's my I'm not gonna say she's my old Tiffany. That was wrong. My first Tiffany. That's my first Tiffany. This is my second Tiffany. And I collect people. I don't let them get away easily.
We're in her jewelry box.
I really gravitate towards people who have the creative niche, and I just wanted to serve you a little compliment too. So last night, I took a nap in the lobby, by the way, because I'd had a really long couple of days, and Matt ran the boards for the Squared Circle. So we're driving home, and we're having a little talk about the last couple of days and the things that have happened that have just weighed on me so much. And he goes, by the way, if you ever do decide to do a late night show, which is not a bad idea, the Night Shift is a really good name. I said, Tiffany came up with that. And he goes, that's a really good name for a night show.
Well, I was thinking of that.
So he was impressed by you.
Night Shift.
Yeah.
When you mentioned that,
we needed to change the
We
name.
needed to change. And so I was like, I really like that song.
Well, and it could be the theme song.
I really do like that song. And so I was like, the Night Shift.
So if you're listening and you are a night owl and you know you have your fingers on some pulse in Johnson County and you want to do a 9 to 11 show, I'm not happy about it. But apparently we have an audience of people that like that night shift.
They are night owls. Like,
They
I'm
are.
not a night owl.
There
I'm
are.
in bed by that time.
But we are all about the content. Like we want people who have story.
everybody.
Yeah, well, and somebody asked me the other day. They said, "So you have a show about wrestling?" Not my thing.
Right.
But I was so fascinated by the show that we did with those folks on Tuesday night. Like I don't know if my questions were silly or not. Every once in a while they would kind of give me a look, but I was like, well, I got to know this.
Well,
How does a girl get into wrestling? I'm
Right.
like,
And that was exciting. I mean,
It was.
We had Viper on here. He used to have a snake, and he's been doing this for like 15, 16 years.
I thought it was 20 something.
20 years
Yeah,
with
he's
him?
been with this No, well, let me think.
The
I can't remember.
the
There was
Tejano
so much
Yeah,
information.
the Tejano kid had been doing it for 16 years.
And what they're doing in Cleburne they have an audience. I mean,
it's just like with any sport or hobby or anything.
Absolutely.
Like with motocross or this or that or.
there's always
just think
somebody
it's
that
cool
loves
that
it.
It's here. I didn't know that it was here.
And apparently,
I didn't
according
know
to-
my kids
And we're gonna get to give away. We're gonna give to get two.
Oh, you got
Two family 4-packs. We're going to get
cool.
that. I don't have the certificates yet, but when we start talking about doing contests on the show, we need to pick a really good day and a really good show to put those on. So we'll probably give one away on the morning show, and then I pick one of the evening shows to give it away too, so we can kind of reach both sides. But we're just all about the content. So if you have a content idea, you can go on JoCo Community Radio's Facebook page and send us a message and say, hey, and we will give you the information that you need to make that happen. Like, what it costs and what hours are available. And we want JoCo, Johnson County, to have this as their platform and voice. And I do want to let you know, we're not just talking to each other. Our reach for the last month, for the last 28 days, was 53,000 people.
What?
Yeah. For the last...
I saw
I
that,
thought
and
it
I
was
like,
20 something.
That's per the week.
per week.
Per week.
But the last
So our
28
numbers,
days,
yeah.
53,000.
So we were hitting 10, 11, 12,000 for a couple of weeks. And then last week, we ramped up to in the 20, almost 20,000 every week. So if you take all 4 weeks and you add them together, our total was almost 60,000 people
That's incredible.
that are seeing our information, logging in and watching our shows, interacting with us in some way on social media or tune in.
And thank y'all.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for...
So cool.
Yeah.
How amazing.
And honestly, we would not be doing this without the people who view the videos.
Sure,
and interact
they
and
want the
engage with
information.
us. So,
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
thank y'all.
And we have
Thank
some
y'all.
people interacting, like Chad Duncan says, I guess he didn't have any fear when he came on the radio.
Well, of course not. 'Cause
Well, he does
he's a
downward
natural.
donkey in the lobby and his skivvies, so
Amanda Park is on with us this morning.
Good morning, Amanda. Amanda had a really neat thing happen to her. She got called the communication queen of Cleburne. She had an article written about her in the Community Living magazine.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, it was all about how, and she's one of those people. We miss her here. She used to have a show here, but she's one of those people like y'all that's just like, I get to go out and talk to people and share information. She's got like 4,000 people in her little group that she started because she just wanted to share good stuff. So we're so proud of her and what
Yeah,
she's
that's
doing in
amazing.
Cleburne. Now, Cleburne is her focus, but and she was good on the radio too.
Yeah.
She coached me. She didn't know it.
Yeah, Amanda, you're really good.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss you.
Yeah. And you can come back and give us an update anytime you feel like it. Just
Absolutely.
contact Tiffany or I.
Well, you have to be careful nowadays because these girls have shows booked out for like 2 weeks. So if you've got something coming up pretty quick, you better give them a call because they'll have to. You could have come this morning.
Yeah.
we had
Sometimes we have last minute spots.
we do sometimes, but not very often.
Not very often. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
contact me if you want to.
I know, right? You can send Tiffany Cooch a message or myself, and we'll get you on the calendar. But Tiffany is the calendar queen. I'm just saying.
She
So,
keeps everything up to
she
date,
keeps
and yeah.
everything organized. So thank you for doing
But
that.
that's so nice of y'all. I guess that all that 20 years of doing hair, keeping that. Which I really had a receptionist, bless her heart.
Yeah.
So, but watching them and doing all that.
Everything that we do from today, from the day we started doing things on our own and moving towards, always leads to the next thing.
Right.
And so I was thinking, not last night, it was a couple of nights ago, about something that I used to do, and it's helping in what we're doing now. I have to remember what it is. And I was like, well, that's so cool. I learned how to do that. But when I learned it, I didn't know why I learned it. And then we had a conversation in here yesterday about the vision for JoCo to actually be on the street somewhere with a big window so people can actually watch, like walk by. And so it started, and my granddaughter was like 3 years old, and I went to take her to a photo shoot. She was a boutique model for this boutique in Dallas, and so we had to go to Las Colinas for the photo shoot. And I didn't know where Kiss FM was at. I didn't go up there to find. I went there so she could take pictures with pumpkins and the little waterfalls and the bridge. And they put her in tutus. They did all kinds of stuff, clothes from this boutique. And so we're there for hours. And there's probably about 16 little toddlers running around, and it was so much fun. And one little place where you go, there's a little bridge. And Peyton wanted to go see the bridge. And so we walk up this little way, and we walk around, and there's people standing on the sidewalk. And I'm like, they're looking in a window, and I'm like, what are they doing? And so we kind of walk around them, and they're watching a Kiss FM show. Now, it was an afternoon shoot, so it was not, my favorite.
show.
It wasn't them, but there were people in there doing a live show, and people were watching. Well, isn't that cool? Wouldn't that be neat if we had a window where our radio station, JoCo wasn't even a thing in my brain. This was years before the thing happened in 2014. That it was, but I still remember thinking how cool it was that people wanted to see radio happen.
Yeah.
And so now we can do it, via Facebook, and actually y'all will be seeing an announcement soon. We're on Twitter and YouTube too. I'm so excited. Thanks to our IT guy who hates to be talked about on the radio. Thanks, Matt. That all happened yesterday, but I have to go to my real job. And I hate leaving you guys. I really wish we could figure out a way for us to do this full time, but it's just a part-time gig.
It's coming.
Well,
coming.
don't tell my boss that, because he likes for me to show up on time.
Well, no. We're gonna figure out. It's all gonna work out.
Right.
It's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Before we get off of here, I just want to say that there will be Tiffany and I out on the street letting people know about the new senior living show that's coming
Okay,
on
great.
the 23rd. And so we're hoping that we can get some watching parties going.
Yeah, we the facilities that one of the things that Denise wants to do with the show, and I do too, for as much input as she needs me to have, is how do we bring that generation into the fold? Because we don't really have a lot of folks that are they have a smartphone, but are they using it the way we use it? And so what we talked about doing was setting up watching parties for the 23rd. Where we'll bring in whatever we need to help you connect to Facebook Live, so you can actually watch the show with your residents or your folks, or even your staff. Like if you want to do that with your company that provides services, we'll see if we can figure out how to help you do that.
Yeah, so we'll be out on the streets meeting with people, trying to figure out how to make that work. So
It'll be our first set of watch parties.
it'll
I'm
be
so
fun.
excited.
It'll be a lot of fun. So I know you have to go.
I do.
Darn it. We're going to take a commercial break.
I filled the first 20 minutes.
I know, I appreciate that. Thank you. But we're gonna
Can I talk a blue streak or what?
We'll be right back.
Good morning.
We are now on Facebook.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Thursday. It's Throwback Thursday, so I thought it'd be fun for us to do some kind of fun contest. What do you think?
I think that'd be amazing.
Let's do something. So if they're,
Who wants to do a contest?
Rice, who wants to do a contest? Who wants to win something for free?
I know my friends want to win something. They've been bugging me all the time. I want to win.
Oh, that's funny.
I never get to win.
Jonathan Goodman just sent me a message. He said, today is Special Person Day. You are special to me. Send this to someone special to you, even me if I am. So, Jonathan, you are special. Thank you so much for sending that to me. I appreciate that. But, yeah, let's do a contest. So, we're waiting on our next guest to come in. They're not going to be here till 8 o'clock. So, which is
we can
fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
We entertain people all the time.
Right?
We are fun.
We are fun. So, the other thing, Pam just sent me a message. There is a small town bridal show happening on April 14th, 2018 from 12 to 4 at the Cleburne Conference Center this weekend. April 14th. Is that this weekend? Mm-hmm. That is this weekend.
Is it?
So, April 14th, small town bridal show at the Cleburne Conference Center. Brides, come out to Cleburne and get your planning done, all in one place. You'll find deals and discounts you'll only get at this show. Mark your calendars and don't miss out. Free concessions for brides. Look at that.
Awesome.
I'm going to go act like I'm a bride. Not. And enter to win some awesome door prizes. So you can go out there and enter to win some awesome door prizes. Free concessions for all brides. And you can do all of your planning, and it's a one-stop shop.
I'm going to go pretend for a day.
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop. There you go. Right? Anybody planning a wedding, they need to go. So,
are you okay? You got some allergies going on?
I think because I was sat out in the cold on Sunday, and I had such a good time, I think I've got a little cold.
We were out there in that
Yeah.
wind and all that. It was weird.
Right. So I think I have a little bit of a cold today. I woke up with a sore throat this morning. Are you supposed to go to the dentist if you have a sore throat?
No, why?
I've got a dentist appointment today. I'm just going to get my teeth cleaned.
Oh, we were good.
I think I'm okay.
Mean, they wear masks. Making sure they wear their mask.
Yeah. Sarah's good about that.
You
So
just have a sore throat.
I just have a sore throat.
Have you been taking your echinacea? Or
I do. I take it every day.
What is it called?
Echinacea. Is it echinacea or echinacea?
No.
Anyway, I take 2 every day. So Glenda Williams actually told me that helpful hint. So thank you, Glenda. So I take it every day. I take it every night before I go to bed, and then I take Zicam. But I only had 2 left yesterday, and then by the time I got home, I was like, I'm done. So I'm gonna have to go get some more Zicam today, which is a heavy dose of zinc, which helps you from getting sick, right?
Oh, wow.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Zinc is amazing. So if y'all have any helpful hints on home remedies for colds, please share.
Coconut oil fixes everything at my house. That's my new thing.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil, everything. You get a cut, coconut oil.
Really?
You get a burn, coconut oil.
I use tea tree oil.
Ow.
It doesn't burn.
It doesn't burn your skin?
I use it every night on my face before I go to bed. It's my moisturizer. Every night. And every morning.
Oil?
Yeah. It's Miracle Oil. It's actually from Pure Romance, if anybody wants to know. If anybody has a Pure Romance consultant out there, go get some Miracle Oil. And it's amazing because it has several different essential oils mixed in with it, but one of the main oils is tea tree oil. And I use it as my moisturizer every night before I go to bed. And it helps with breakouts, and it helps keep your skin moisturized. And if your skin is moisturized, you don't get as many wrinkles. Right? Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I'm 38, but I better start making it no wrinkles.
Yeah, you got to moisturize. That's the most important thing.
So what's this Throwback Thursday?
So
Let's tell them.
I turn the news on every morning when I get up, but just so I can hear the weather, really, that's the only reason. But there was a couple on there that actually posted a picture, Throwback Thursday, and they posted their wedding picture, and then some people posted their engagement picture, some people posted the birth of their first child, So it's a throwback day. So Throwback Thursday is all about remembering what happened in the past. So if you have a picture that you would like to share with JoCo Community Radio, go ahead and put that down in the comments. And anytime you put a picture down in the comments, we're going to put your name into a drawing to win something fun from JoCo Community Radio. How about that? Let's do it. What, do you have a throwback picture?
I'm looking.
I know.
I've got a bunch of pictures.
Yeah. So we can actually...
I mean, how far back you want to go?
Well, whatever you want to do.
Here's some memories right here.
I love that. So everybody has memories in their Facebook, right? So just post one. And, oh, see, I love that. That's a beautiful picture.
The first day I saw her after my...
That's beautiful.
hiatus.
I love that. You should post that. That's awesome.
Oh, I'm going to.
Now, I will tell you, Tina posted a picture of her and Kevin Hinkle, who is Sasquatch. It was the cutest picture.
I love that. They need to blow that up, put it on camera.
Yeah, so Tina, if you're listening, go ahead and post that picture because I think that was amazing, right?
Can they post pictures while we're live?
I don't know. Can they? Maybe not. Maybe not. No, they can't. I don't think you can post a picture while we're live. Let's try it. Try to post one. Let's see if we can. I don't think we can. Oh, that was me.
Well, I see
There
that.
is like a huge delay on this, but that's okay. No, you cannot post a picture while we're live. But you know what you can do is post in the comments below, picture to come, and then we'll put your name in the drawing as long as you post it after we're off the air, right? Kara Ellison posted on here, great job on reaching 60,000 folks in the past month. I know.
I can't believe that.
I'm
That blows
just
me away.
blown away.
We're
So,
excited that we get to share our morning with y'all.
right? Lana Moline, good morning, ladies. Good morning. Chad Duncan, Derek Taylor, good morning to everybody. We appreciate y'all being on here this morning. And, you know, it's a wonderful day here at JoCo Community Radio, mainly because we've met so many amazing people. We had firefighters on here yesterday. We're going to have Kara representing Centennial Senior Celebration on here today. We've met, you know, the crazy thing is, you meet people for a reason. Do you ever feel like somebody crosses your path and you're like, I don't really know why they crossed my path, but there's a reason behind it? So that's what happens here on JoCo Community Radio. So we are
All the time.
all the time,
Every
and then
day.
the connections that get made while we're in the studio when we bring
It's so fun.
multiple people in. So tomorrow we're going to have Dr. Stephen Hernandez on here, who is he's setting up a ABA therapy clinic in Ellis County. But the reason why we're bringing him in here is because he's actually servicing all of Johnson County. And ABA therapy is a type of therapy that deals with children with autism. And it's every spectrum of autism, because apparently there's different spectrums that kids can be a non-functioning autistic or a high-functioning autistic child. So he actually, it's this new therapy that they've come out with, and Stephen Hernandez is the first one to open up this clinic for kids and people, not only in Ellis County, but he's also servicing Johnson County as well.
That's
So
amazing.
I'm so excited for y'all to meet him and hear what he has to say, and hopefully it will help somebody that needs to hear it. And here's the deal. If you hear something ever on JoCo Community Radio, you're listening, and you feel like, oh my God, my friend needs to know about that, all you have to do is share the video. That's it.
Just share us.
That's it. So we have grown this organically for the last almost year. So we're really proud of that. So again, just share. If there's something on here that you like, that you know somebody needs to hear, just share.
And if they don't live in Johnson County and they live somewhere else far, far away, share it with them too, because
Right.
we are now going to My Community Radio.
I know. I'm excited.
And we'll be able to grow.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm
Yeah.
super excited about
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
we are able to reach anybody and everybody, really.
Anybody and everybody. It's kind of awesome. Yeah. We
Wow.
have people from Pakistan actually listening occasionally. Isn't that
Wow,
crazy?
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? We've had people from Alaska. I don't think we've
Out of
had anybody from
states.
Great Britain, though. I'm kind of, yeah.
Didn't we have somebody from Italy or
We did have somebody from Italy. Yeah. So, again, we can reach,
anybody?
it's the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
So, yeah, eventually we'll be on Mars.
I have a lot of friends across the pond, so that are on my Facebook. So you know, they see it. So
There we go.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. So, with that said, though, again, we need to share
Hey,
it.
good
So,
morning, Tina.
is that
I
Tina
guess you
Hinkle?
just missed our shout out to you, but we loved that picture of you in Sasquatch. that
Love.
you posted.
Loved it.
Your throwback.
Yeah, such personality. And Tina, I think you said you were standing on a chair when that picture was taken, so
You looked amazing.
really good, really good.
Really
We
good.
love you, and we hope everything's going okay with Sasquatch. We hope he's feeling well. So lots of prayers for Kevin Hinkle Sasquatch, that he gets better faster, right? Better, faster, better. Yeah. So lots of prayers to you, Tina and Kevin.
Miracles happen every day. It's coming.
Yep.
We love you.
We do love you. So
Oh, we have lots from Canada. I know we do have lots from Canada.
do we?
I have a lot of friends in Canada.
That's awesome. How'd you meet people in Canada?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Really, two of my favorite people in the whole wide world I met through Facebook.
Yeah.
And they're in Canada. And
That's very cool.
yeah.
That's very cool. I know some people from Canada.
And we video chat and we do
Yeah.
stuff, you know, so it's not like some fake profile
Yeah,
person in
They're
Canada.
not fake friends.
No.
they're good friends.
Yeah.
I kind of like that,
Yeah.
right?
It's really neat.
That's awesome. So it is Throwback Thursday. So again,
Where's your throwback picture? We can post it on up there.
I don't know. Most of my throwback pictures probably contain my grandson. Because he's kind of awesome. So I have to tell y'all a story. So I volunteered at the beginning of the year to sharpen pencils for the school, for the class. And he brought home the pencils on Friday. He didn't give them to me. I found out about them yesterday morning. So I went over and picked up the pencils from his house, and it takes me a while to sharpen the pencils because I have an electric pencil sharpener. So, but when you go to sharpen it, well, it heats up because there's so many pencils. So I have to do them in increments. So I am still sharpening pencils today. So I'll finish them today, and then I will run them up to the school. So, Miss Houghton, if you're listening, I will bring them to the school to you in a little bit. Because Brock said, Mimi, all the kids are getting mad at me because they don't have sharpened pencils. So I am so sorry. So, but I will get them done today, I promise. So.
I want to give a shout out to my little boy.
Yeah?
Braden Matthew.
Yeah?
Yeah, he came home yesterday with a note from his teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And the note said that he had perfect attendance and he had wonderful behavior.
Aww.
And he gets to go on the school field trip to the aquarium, the special field trip for the kids with good behavior and perfect attendance. So we're just super excited because that's much improvement from the first of the year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we're really excited. And he did wonderful on his panda experiment or project this week.
Did you get fish?
We did. We passed out little goldfish because we learned that sometimes pandas like to snack on fish. So we got some goldfish and took them to the class, and he got to share some goldfish with his project.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it turned out really good, and it was a fun project to do with him.
That is
fun.
fun.
Learn some stuff together.
I'm looking for pictures, but I can't seem to get my pictures to come up.
Oh yeah.
What the heck? What the heck? Oh, here we go. Operator error. Shocker. Mm-hmm. So there was a picture, one of my very favorite pictures. My husband and I had the privilege of going to Alaska, and years back, and there was a picture of he and I standing on an iceberg, and the helicopter is behind us, and it's one of my very, very, very favorite pictures. I loved it. That's just he and I. Here's one of me and Erica Parkhurst. Erica Parkhurst.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what camera we're on. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what camera we're on.
She had new lipstick on, so.
Oh, new lip sense?
Yeah, so Erica does lip sense, so she had her new lip sense on.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
We love her.
Yep.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey. Mm-hmm. So that's Erica Parkhurst. Hey girl. Yeah, but so many pictures. I take a lot of pictures. I don't know if y'all do, but I take a lot of pictures.
I do too.
It's kind of fun.
I take a lot of pictures of the moon.
Of the moon?
So boring, but
Oh, here we go. Rocky had a cowboy hat on. Here's.
Oh.
That's one. We're in my bathroom.
Is that Lynn?
Uh-huh, that's Lindsay. Uh-huh. Me,
Mr. Little?
Mr. Little, Lindsay, me, and Brock.
Perfect.
There you go. There's the throwback photos. There we have it.
Hey.
Too much fun. We all had to put cowboy hats on. And if you'll notice, mine are really dusty because I hung them up. I hang them up in my bedroom on horseshoes. I need to clean them.
I got a throwback to last week.
Let me see. Oh, at the loafing dog. Mm-hmm. That is so fun.
I try to be silly.
That's
Let's
okay.
see. I got some throwbacks.
Yeah. So anyway, post below that you're going to post your throwback. Just post throwback below, and then after we get off there, if y'all want to go back in and post your throwback photos, we'll actually set up a post that you can post your throwback photos in. How about that? After we get off there, we'll set up a post that you can post your throwback photos in. Actually, I could do it right now. That way.
I won't post that one.
Yeah.
Here's one.
That'll be fun. So we'll do that, and then we'll get going. We'll do a contest today. So what we'll do is we'll put everybody's name into a drawing, and then tomorrow morning, we'll actually pull out the winner. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody post your throwback photos. I will set up a post for you to do that in, and then when you post your photo, you'll get your name put in a drawing, and then we'll draw a winner tomorrow morning. Sweet.
Sounds perfect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like it. So, I was excited that, the hot summer
series that's coming.
the hot summer concert series is coming to Burleson, May 25th. It's a Friday. Is that the 25th or 26th? That's her first concert. I wish I'd brought that magazine in. I'm kicking myself that I didn't do that.
Magazine?
They gave me a magazine yesterday that told me all the different bands that are going to be performing. So starting May 25th. Check your calendar. Let's check the calendar. Let's make sure. But it's that last Friday in May. And then there's 6 weeks. Here, I'll get it right here. There are 6 weeks. It's the 25th, which is a Friday. So there's 6 weeks of concerts. So there's one on the 25th, June 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. And then they have a big July 4th event, I believe. Yeah. So we'll be helping them promote those concerts throughout that series. It's going to be so much fun. They're going to have lots of concerts. You know they can fit anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000 people down here at any one time during one of those concerts.
Down here
5 to 7,000 people. Yeah, that's what they can fit. Yeah, that's what they can accommodate. So that's crazy. Love it. So if you are planning your summer, you might want to plan it around the concert series that's going to be happening in Old Town.
Yeah.
In Burleson.
So we have that going on. Then we have Second Saturday going on in Old Town.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So
What?
the second Saturday of every month, I think there's something going on in all these little small businesses and restaurants and all kinds of things to do.
So do they have specials going on during that time? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody ever been to Second Saturday? Give us some information on it. Antique Alley is starting.
I know.
Is that this weekend or next weekend?
Tina Hinkle.
Yeah. Tina Hinkle wins
Antique.
Antique Alley. Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
And it starts in Alvarado. It goes through Cleburne and Grand View, right?
Wow.
I know, right? It's huge. It's huge.
This weekend or next?
Yeah. It gets bigger every time they turn around. Mm-hmm.
I want to know.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. So if anybody's doing Antique Alley, give us some comments below. We want to know what you're selling. We're going to have a trade day show. We can have trade days for the next 15 minutes until our guests get here. How about that? Yeah.
That would be cool.
I know Tina and Kevin set up, and they have lots of stuff. Kevin says he has to clean out his barn. So that's fun. Yeah. So Antique Alley, Second Saturday. What else is going on?
We had messages the other day.
Yeah.
About stuff going on.
Yeah. What do we got?
Why do you have to put me on the spot?
I know, right? So, and the other thing is, if you want to be a guest here on JoCo Community Radio, if you have a
Starts the 20th.
The 20th?
Cleburne is having Spring Festival this weekend.
Ooh, who put that on there?
On JoCo Community Radio.
Oh, thank you, JoCo Community Radio. That must be Pam. I love that.
Starts the 20th in Antique Alley. I guess that's Tina.
Yeah.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey. So the 20th starts Antique Alley. So get your
We got a Skype call coming in.
Oh, let's hear it.
How do I do?
Just hit answer.
Audio?
Yep. Hello, JoCo
Hello?
Community Radio. Hello? Anybody there? Did you answer?
Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Turn the Skype up.
I got it.
That's too loud. There you go.
Hey, I just wanted to do a quick shout out for the Small Town Bridal Show this April 14th, this Saturday, 12 to 4 at the Cleburne Conference Center.
We did that.
Oh, I missed it.
That's
I
okay.
was listening on the radio and I didn't hear you do
I know.
it.
I think you were in your car when we did it. So, I mean, you were just going downstairs when we did it. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's
Cool.
exciting. Anything else that you can think of that's happening around Johnson County?
Well, that Small Business Saturday thing, that second Saturday, there's businesses right there in Old Town that Tiffany was just talking about. That they give percentages off. They make donations to different nonprofits. I think this month it's actually Relay for Life that they're supporting, which we're going to be a part of out at Jellystone.
Yes.
So that would be a great thing for everybody to do. And I wanted to kind of challenge all the JoCo folks to see if there's not a way that we can get involved with Second Saturdays because, I mean, it's Old Town and we're right there. So I don't know if that's something that we can figure out how to be a part of.
I'm on Second Saturdays because I go to Pound at Moon Tower.
Yeah.
On Saturday mornings.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll be. I know Marina's going to be doing a special on Second Saturdays with Pound. So.
Awesome. And then we also want to do a quick shout out for Moon Tower. They are competing to be the world's largest pizza in the Guinness Book of World Records on May 26th. So
that's
really cool.
And we're going to
do that.
We're going to be there live.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be live. So come on over to Moon Tower on May 26th and be a part of the show. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have our JoCo meeting that morning, so we're hoping to bring the whole crew.
That's right.
Everybody from JoCo, so you can get pictures and autographs and all kinds of stuff with the JoCo crew. We call us Team JoCo.
We'll do selfies. It'll be fun. Yeah.
It'll be great. Yeah. Sorry I interrupted, but I didn't know y'all already said. Of course, y'all already said something about the wedding show. I'm always a day late and $1 short.
We're on it. But Pam, you're always a helper, so we appreciate you. Thank you.
Aw, yeah. And y'all be sure and let all your brides coming up that they have that great thing going on there in Cleburne, so they can get all their stuff ordered and handled all in one day.
Right.
That would be cool. Who does that?
I know, right? Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to do it all in one day. That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Thanks again for inviting me to be a part of the show this morning, and y'all have a great day. I'm going to work.
Okay, well, you have a great day. Thank you, Pam. Bye.
Bye.
And then you hit it. There you go. Hey, look at that. Our Skype's working. So if anybody else wants to call in, it's 817-506-7257. Our guests are here, so I'm going to go get Miss Kara.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about senior.
What's our phone number?
Yeah, 817-506-7257. All right, we're not going to go off the air because I'm going to go get them, but you just keep talking. So,
Okay.
And then I'm going to post the Throwback Thursday.
We're not gonna go. I'm just gonna keep on talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Let me go let them in.
You want me to go to commercial?
You can.
Hey guys, what's going on? Anybody have any good news to share? Share away. I'm gonna see about this system here. Anybody want to call in? That'd be amazing. There we go. Let's take a commercial or be right back.
celebration, and if you could just kind of tell the listeners and viewers what exactly is that, and how does that benefit the kids?
Yeah, thanks Connie for having us on. I appreciate it. Amy Farmer's with me today. Amy is our on our board of directors, and she's our co-chairman of the food and activities for the night for celebration. But what celebration is a after prom party, a drug and alcohol free after prom party, sponsored by the parents and the community to keep the kids in a safe environment after prom, instead of when they leave their prom event in downtown Fort Worth going out and getting into trouble and being out on the streets. So this was actually started, the concept was actually started back in the early 80s by the Texas Department of Transportation in an effort to reduce the drunk driving rates on prom nights.
Wow.
So it was started by them. They offer some help and support in terms of trying to come up with, a plan. They also offer some minimal grants to the celebration groups to kind of kickstart what you're doing as far as fundraising, because it is very expensive to throw a party for a class of Centennial and Burleson high school sizes, which are now very close to 400, in their graduating class. So to throw a little party, a 6-hour party for 400 people,
It's not cheap.
it's not cheap.
No, not at all.
It's not cheap. So what we've been doing actually since last May, the class of 2018, which our students are, Amy has a son, and I have a daughter in the class of 2018 from Centennial. And last May we got together and started trying to jumpstart what we were going to do for the class of 2018. Actually, even before the class of 2017 graduated and had their prom. So our parents, we feel we have a great set of parents, and we had a great group that really wanted to get involved early. And so we jump-started a lot of things this summer, and we're able to start raising money and putting things together and putting together our plan for what we wanted to do for celebration. So celebration basically starts about an hour after prom. So prom ends in downtown Fort Worth at 11 p.m. and then celebration kicks off at midnight. And we have activities for the kids from midnight to 6 a.m. so that they are in that safe environment where they're not going to be out on the streets and getting into trouble. And this year we're doing a little different. Since Centennial opened, 8 years ago, we're the 8th class of Centennial. They've been going off-site and doing things like at which is a party place, kind of an entertainment venue with bowling and laser tag and things like that. It's kind of a main event, Alley Cats like. But all of those places, main event, Alley Cats, they're all a distance from Burleson, at least 30 minutes. So then you have the kids leaving prom, having to drive, and then having to drive back, which to us was a big concern at 6 o'clock in the morning or whenever they decide to leave. So you've got tired kids and everything. So when our parents got together, we said, hey, what if we do it a little different? See if we can hold it here locally in Burleson. So we're actually doing that. We got approval to have it on our beautiful Centennial campus. And so we're bringing in a lot of great entertainment. They're on the campus, turning the whole campus or the whole school building into a really kind of a
fun atmosphere where it's not going to look like school. It's going to be fun.
Going to be totally fun. We want to participate, but we can't.
That's right.
Because we graduated a few years too soon. But we're going to have lots of fun. Casino night. We're going to have mechanical bull. We're going to have rock climbing walls. We're going to have
inflatable obstacle courses. Tons of food, drinks,
a DJ, more dancing, karaoke, bingo, pool, billiard tables, ping pong tables, all the kind of stuff that you would have at any party, and even more so. So it's going to be a great amount of fun for the kids, but all of this again doesn't come cheap, and so we've been planning, what we're going to do. How much we can spend, how much we can raise, and we've had a lot of different fundraisers, a lot of different community involvement as well. So this year we made a conscious effort to go out and try to tell our story and try to explain to our community, which is an awesome community that we have, about this this opportunity for our students, and to really have one last night of being a kid. This kind of our premise is to send them off in style and have a great night, not only prom, but to be able to spend the last night together as a class at their school in a completely different environment.
Exactly.
So,
Y'all are going above and beyond. My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I know my parents didn't do anything like this. They're just like, good luck. Yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Come home. You have a curfew. Right? So you're talking about a whole night of fun. So they leave Fort Worth from prom. Do they go home and change and then come to Centennial, or do they come in their prom dresses?
Well, the good thing is you can come in your prom dresses, and we'll have kind of like a coat check where the girls can, hang up their prom dresses. Men's Warehouse is actually going to be at Centennial to pick up the tuxes from the boys.
Wow.
So that's
What a
going to be
convenient.
Yeah. So we don't have to
They
go
want
back
to get out
and
of it
forth.
as soon as they can anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, like, they don't.
So we want them to get to the after prom party as soon as possible, but we still want them to kind of, if they need to go home and change, say hi to Mom and Dad, you know, and then come on over. So, yeah.
That is fantastic. Now you're doing a lot of fundraisers to help pay for all this.
right.
So talk about some of the things. Have you already done some?
Yes, we did. We started off in July last year. Actually, the shirt that I'm wearing is one of the first things that we did. We're the class of 2018, so we kind of did a play on this particular shirt. 18 years of raising them right for the parents, and we had another one. Our kids are Spartan Tough.
I
Spartan
believe,
Tough.
yes.
So we really appealed to our parents. We also had senior shirts as well, underclassmen shirts. Did the whole T-shirt thing, which was a huge fundraiser for us.
Future Spartans, we did T-shirts for that, for the elementary or the junior high kids.
Cool.
Yeah.
We really tried to expand our market out to not bleeding our senior parents dry, because the senior class can be very expensive, for the parents.
I remember that well.
Yes. And prom is no longer just, a few dollars, just to go to prom. It's several $100.
Yes.
If not at least 1,000.
Exactly.
Oh,
I was trying to be kind.
If you have a girl.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first things that we did, and also just a little shout out to Burleson Independent School District. This past school year, at the beginning of the year, they issued out actually Chromebooks to every student in BISD.
Wow.
And we knew that was coming, and we tried to use that to our advantage, and we actually sold Chromebook covers.
Ooh.
For all those Chromebooks, and we offered that out. We marketed it to all the schools that feed into Centennial High School. We even sold some to the schools that feed into Burleson. We were trying not to encroach on their fundraising.
Right.
But they were the covers that go straight over the Chromebooks and protect them from droppage, water, all that good stuff. And
that's smart.
that was huge.
That
was huge. We had like 4 reorders of Chromebooks. We sold Chromebook covers. We sold thousands of those.
Wow.
And that really helped kickstart our fundraising as well. And then in the fall, we had different things. You guys helped us with one at the
homecoming.
Yes, at the homecoming. The homecoming pep rally we had, that was down here in Old Town. We had a booth. We had different things we were selling that night. That was huge. We got some shout outs from you guys for the pep rally, so that was awesome.
Happy to
Yes.
help.
Thank you.
Yes. Y'all did some PSAs for us, so it was awesome. That was one of the first kind of reach outs that I did with you guys on JoCo Community Radio, and y'all have just been awesome partners since then.
Thank you. We've enjoyed it. Sasquatch and I were out there
Yes,
that day.
that's right. That's right.
So fun.
It was awesome, and just to see that and know that there's that kind of community presence with the radio station now. And then I heard this morning that you guys over the past month have reached now 60,000 people in the past month.
Wonderful.
That's so amazing.
That's awesome.
Well,
Congratulations.
thanks to people like y'all. I mean, we wouldn't be here without people like y'all.
Well,
so thank you. Thank you.
And we kind of saw that early on as hopefully it's a win-win.
Yes. Totally.
You guys can help us. We can help you guys get more support and more listeners, and so hopefully our efforts have helped your listener base.
Well,
So,
speaking of which, we do now have JoCo Student of the Week. So
That's right. I did read
on
that.
Monday night.
let's connect and see if we can find some amazing kiddos.
Okay.
Kids that are doing just some amazing things within our community, and are great, role models for other little kids to look up to.
Awesome.
And all that. So we're
Wonderful.
taking nominations for Student of the Week.
Okay.
And,
Great.
We can definitely get that word
Yeah,
out.
we
So
can.
that's awesome. That's
Where do they
awesome.
send their
Thanks,
nomination to? To you?
Yeah, via Facebook.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
message me on JoCo, community radio.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It'll connect right to
Yeah.
me.
So mycommunityradio@gmail.com. So is it gmail.com? Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, just
Or
send
they
your
can email me
nominations
at
over.
nothinglessthemagical
Yes.
at gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. We'll put it in the comments. That'll be awesome. So yeah, thank you.
Thank y'all
Yeah.
very much. And again, a great forum for the community. And I appreciate what y'all are doing so much. And again, having us on today.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So-
We're happy to have you.
It's been a crazy year.
It has. Y'all have been really, really busy.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been in the planning for almost a year then.
For a year.
Oh, you
yes.
actually
Our
started
first-
when they're in their junior year of high school.
Mhm. And also a little bit about senior celebration as a whole. When Centennial founded back 8 years ago, again, the celebration concept's been going on for a while. BHS has been doing it for a number of years. And so when Centennial had their first graduating class, they actually went through their parents in that class year, and I forget which class year it actually was that they had the senior class, but they went through all the hoops to actually get Centennial Senior Celebration set up as a 501c3 organization with the state of Texas. So that whole organization for Centennial Celebration continues on year after year. So each class year, you don't have to start over. So that paperwork stays. We'll roll it over and transfer it to the class of 2019, probably around mid-July, early August this summer after we close out our books.
Awesome.
But it allows us and each of the senior class set of parents to really have kind of a jump start on things and not to have to go through all the financial and tax situations. And so we're 501c3, so any kind of donation is tax deductible with the Internal Revenue Service, which is huge.
Right.
I'm always looking for great tax deductions.
Right.
And so this is a great opportunity to donate to a wonderful cause that is going straight to the kids. There's no overhead. Amy and myself are not getting anything other than a lot of sleepless nights.
Exactly.
Over
right.
helping with this. We have a great board. We have 13 others on our board for 2018 celebration, and they have all been just busting it all year long to come up with new innovative ideas, not only for the event but for the fundraising, and just really trying to get great community support.
That's fantastic. And first of all, kudos to whoever filled out the paperwork for the 501c3 and got
Yes.
that going.
Mhm. Yes.
That's huge,
That's huge.
right? So when you first decided you wanted to be a part of this, did you have to put in an application to be on the board for the 2018 class, or were you just like, I'll just do it?
Actually, and it's kind of, you know me a little bit, but last year around March, April, I started thinking as a junior parent, this is going to be a big task. It'd probably be good if I kind of knew what the heck even class of 2017 was doing. And so I had some friends that were actually on the board for 2017 and started asking some questions. And they said, well, you're more than welcome to, come to a meeting and just hear what we have to say. Did that, and then sit down with their president after prom, or it was right before prom, and started getting just some general information. So I put out kind of a note in early May to all the parents that I've gotten to know really good over the years, through all the different sporting events and all the stuff.
A lot of our kids went to junior high together.
Right.
Elementary.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've
Our
known
kids
each
went
other
to
for
elementary
years.
together. And so I just kind of put out a thing saying, hey, we probably should get a jump start on it. And, let's just meet one night. Grumps gave us their party room to meet in. I had no idea if 3 of us were going to show up or what. And we had about 30 parents show up that night. And they were like, yeah, this sounds really good. And I'm like, we will need to elect officers and all of that in June. And next thing I know, I'm tagged as, Why don't you, since you started it?
She's a good leader. She's a good leader.
Oh,
we just
thank
kind of help emphasize what she's going on. So we all work so well together. I mean, we've got some ladies that are just calling everybody and anybody, and they've got their connections, who can donate what, and I mean, just it's really been a blessing to have these people for this event for our kids.
It has been.
Yeah. And the time that y'all have put into it. I just cannot even imagine.
Yes, we've been meeting every 2 weeks since every other week since school started,
Right.
and then had monthly meetings in the summer to kickstart things off. But one of the things that we decided on a slate of officers and committee chairs, and basically trying to divvy up the work. So instead of having just a fundraising chair, we split it into multiple kind of categories. So we have two co-chairs that are responsible for going out and looking for corporate sponsors and getting our word out to our community. And then we had a golf tournament, two co-chairs for our golf tournament, which was another huge fundraiser and moneymaker for us. We have another person that's in charge of restaurant nights, going out and working with our local restaurants and trying to find out the ones that are willing to, come out on a Monday night and we'll donate back, 10 to 20% depending on the restaurant, back to your organization. Again, it's a win-win for them.
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday nights are typically your slower nights in the restaurant business. We get several hundred more people to come out, and they have been very generous in giving back to us and giving back as in upwards of 20% from that night's proceeds. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And a couple of shout outs to some of our restaurants in the area. The Catch, one of our first restaurant night was at the Catch. Chris Fleming has a wonderful restaurant, is very generous.
My son's a cook there.
That's right.
You had an in.
I did.
Good. Yeah.
And Chris has a son. Chris and Andrew have a son in our 2018 class as well.
Yes.
But the Catch Mexican Inn has been extremely generous with us.
Oh, that's nice.
What was it?
That's fine.
Sorry.
It's okay. Amy did not fall out of her chair.
No.
Mexican Inn, Chili's,
Paleo's Pizza.
Paleo's Pizza.
And let's see, there's been a lot.
On the Border.
On the Border.
Those I think have been the big
The
ones.
main
We have a
ones.
couple coming up. We have Marcus.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
That was a
Yes.
good one.
Yes, they're always really good.
Yeah,
about that, so
they
that's
are.
cool. Yeah.
We do have a restaurant night coming up next Thursday with Marco's Pizza.
Yes.
Again, local business, and that'll be coming up. And then May 1st, we have another restaurant night coming out with the Catch. And so that doesn't require anything. Typically you're going to eat out. You got to eat somewhere.
That's
so why
right.
not, frequent one of these restaurants that we're doing business with on that night. And it's a win-win for everybody. For the
Right.
restaurant, for you don't have to cook, and for senior celebration, because we get a little bit of a donation back.
That's awesome. Is there a Facebook page or a website that you can go to find out when these events are going to take
Yes,
place?
everything is on our Facebook page, and it is Centennial Senior Celebration 18. So just you can search the actual tag for the Facebook page is chs.sr celebration 18.
Did you get that?
Did you get it?
See
CHS dot SR celebration
Okay.
18.
CHS dot.
SR
Okay.
celebration 18. Everybody get that?
Yeah. So Tiffany's putting that in the comments for anyone who's interested in finding out what's going on with senior celebration and
Awesome.
where the dinners are going to take
Yes.
place and how they can help participate with that. So,
And feel free to share those posts.
Yes.
oh my gosh, by all means, please share. That's how we've grown. So thank you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what other fundraisers do you have coming up?
Our big fundraiser that we have going on right now, and it's been going on for a little bit, we're in our final push, is we are raffling off a Harley Davidson Iron 883 motorcycle. And it's pretty cool. You can look at it on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
It is an awesome bike. Stampede Harley Davidson here in Burleson has worked very closely with us for that. And we are only raffling off 500 chances.
Wow.
So the odds don't get much better than that.
Right.
Definitely not in the Texas Lottery.
Right.
I don't know, WinStar, I don't know where you can get, that kind of odds on
Right.
winning a bike that's worth over
Is it a
$10,000.
2018?
Just
17.
18. Oh,
It's
17.
2017.
17 bike, yes.
We don't know what kind of bike.
It is a Iron
Iron.
883.
That's awesome. And there's a flyer that we will actually put into the comments
Awesome.
that Kara sent me yesterday. So I'll put that in the comments after we get off here because we can't put pictures in while we're on live,
Right.
right? So we'll put that in the comments below. It tells all about it. And where do you actually go to buy the ticket at?
We actually have an online store that's available through the Square app. And so on that flyer, there's actually a link to the online store, and you can purchase any raffle ticket online.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
I had to blow it up so I
That's
could see
okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I thought that was just a pretty blue line. Yeah. Yeah, so you can just click on that link and then go buy your ticket.
Yes, you can buy 1 ticket, you can buy 10 tickets, how many ever tickets you'd like.
Yeah, buy 10, everyone. Yeah.
I did
That's
have a guy,
acceptable.
you never know, until you ask. That's my rule with life is, I'm never gonna, it never hurts to ask. Asking there has never killed anybody,
Right.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My mama used to say, no question is a stupid question.
That's
Just
right.
keep asking.
So I asked a friend of mine, I said, hey, would you like to buy, tickets, told him what the deal was. The next thing I know, he's giving me $500 for 10
Nice.
tickets. So,
Yeah.
he might be a huge Harley fan or just
He
really
may
was
be.
feeling generous that day.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
we are in the process of selling the rest of those tickets.
Okay.
And again, it's gonna, somebody's got to win. So, we highly encourage, even if you're not a motorcycle enthusiast, it is a tax deductible donation if you do not win it. If you buy a Harley ticket, a raffle ticket, you can write off that $50.
Right.
Also, if you do win it and you don't ride or you don't know anything about Harleys, you can turn around and sell it, and your return on investment is pretty sweet. For a $50 investment, and it's over a $10,000 bike.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a win-win all the way
Yeah.
around. And if you don't win it, you can go to bed at night knowing you've helped the senior class, stay safe and have a great time
Exactly.
on May 20th.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you're
And
actually going to do
$50,
You're gonna
correct?
do-
$50.
Yeah.
$50.
And you're going to do the drawing on May 20th? The
Yes.
same day as the
As
celebration?
celebration.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we're actually going to have the bike at Celebration. It'll be a part of the celebration night, and as the night goes on, we'll have it there. We'll probably do something where one of the kids actually draws
Yeah,
for it. It
the
might,
link.
be a
Yeah.
prize that we select one of the kids, and then we'll Facebook it live, the actual drawing, and the winner announcement and all that good stuff. So we'll,
Very cool.
it'll be it'll be a celebratory kind of
Right.
event within the celebration event.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be one of the parents. Well, not hopefully. It could be one of the parents of the kids that's there.
Totally,
So
totally.
That
Oh,
would be,
I know. If I win, I'm selling it and it's going towards tuition. So that's okay. Cost tuition.
There you go.
There's another reason to buy
That's
the
right,
ticket.
that's
Yeah,
right.
you can pay for your kids' tuition if you win it.
That's awesome. Now, how many kids are in the graduating class this year?
There are 371 in Centennial's class this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do they all know each other?
No,
No, they're no.
no.
No?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they did until just kind of doing some of this
Yeah.
this year and meeting, new, parents that I've not had a chance to meet over the years. Because I thought I knew quite a few. Because I
Right.
think on my original list that I sent that out to last May, it was like about 75 parents that,
Oh, wow.
that I've gotten to know.
Right.
But there's 371 kids,
That's a
and so
lot.
you start
There is.
through this. That's been one of the cool things for me is that I've gotten a chance to meet a lot of additional parents and get to know some of their kids that I'd never had that opportunity
Right.
to meet before. So it's been really good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, at the end of this year, when the kids graduate, this board is done.
Yes.
Right?
Done.
And then do you help the new board come in and help them get
We
started?
will if they have any questions. Yeah, we'll be available
Definitely.
Or you're just
for
like,
that.
I'm done.
We
A
would
little
ho-
bit
we
of
would-
that,
We would
but-
hope that they would kind of start, asking some questions around a May timeframe, kind of
Right.
like what we did, where we could help them to realize, hey, the earlier you can get started on this, the better.
Right.
Because if you wait until September,
Yeah.
everybody, this was
Yeah.
our big thing. If we wait till September, everybody in September is asking, doing some kind of
Yes.
fundraiser.
Right.
Yes.
And then you're behind the train,
Right.
So we need to get out in front, and that's why we started the t-shirt sales and the Chromebook sales
sales.
in July.
So if they have kids that are going to graduate in 2019, if you're listening,
Yeah.
you might want to tap into the knowledge of these two ladies that are sitting right here. Right?
Yeah.
So, and they
Definitely.
can reach out to you
It
right
can be
in-
very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
the earlier the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I know everyone struggles with, these kind of groups, you spend your money for that event. One of the things that has been done over the years and will continue to do is we will leave a portion, a minimum of $500 for the next class that's coming behind us. So there's a little bit of startup money.
Right.
And then there's a few little things that kind of trickle in. The men's warehouse, agreement that we have within this year, they are actually donating $10 back from every tux that's rented back to senior celebrations, Centennial Senior Celebrations. So part of that money, since it will be after the prom event, is over before we get that money, that will be part of that 500 that actually goes back to the 2019 class. So Men's Warehouse has been really, really good. Just a shout out to them as well. They're giving a substantial discount to the kids that are renting from them, about a $60 discount off any tux rental, as well as giving that $10 back to us. Whatchamacallit, Prom Fashions or Dresses in Fort Worth also gave us 5% of all the dresses that were purchased for Centennial.
Oh wow,
That was huge. And as you know, Connie, those dresses are
yeah.
so
yes.
They average like $500. I think that's the average dress for whatchamacallit.
I totally cheated. I lucked out. I'm not going to say I cheated. I totally lucked out. Dillard's was going out of business. There was a Dillard's location going out of business, and they had a ton of prom dresses the year my daughter graduated.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
So we didn't just buy one, we bought 3.
Oh, yeah.
So she could decide which one she wanted, because they were so reasonable. It was just
Sure.
like, how do you not?
Right.
And you just never know what you feel like that
Exactly.
You
day.
don't know
Right,
what
exactly.
event might come up or whatever. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so
That is.
that's what we did.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I think
so
I
that was-
remember that Dillard's closing.
Yeah, it was over in,
North Richland Hills?
I don't
No?
remember. That was a really long time ago. My daughter graduated in 2003. So.
Yeah, that's what it was. We got
Was it?
shoes like you wouldn't
Yeah.
believe that year.
I was just like walking around going, oh my God, let's just pick a bunch of them. So that was kind of awesome. But it's great that Whatchamacallit stepped up and said, yeah, come shop with us and we'll give back.
Exactly.
So that's fantastic. I actually pulled up one of your flyers that you sent me that talks about your corporate sponsors.
Yes,
and
thank you.
you have,
Back here,
I'm going to hand it to you so
Okay,
you can look
awesome.
at it. But you have different levels of sponsorship.
Yes, ma'am. We started this, like I said, last summer to try to allow the sponsorships to be affordable to everybody within the community. So we have things starting as low as 50, and that's our partner sponsorship. And partners go from 50 to 249.
Right.
And then silver started at 250 and went up to 499. And with the silver sponsorship, what that got you over and above a partner is actually signage on the back of one of our shirts, our senior shirts that we did for Bonfire. So it was a specific shirt that we did. And this was also something that we did as a celebration group, is we hosted a senior bonfire for the kids back in November. So it was a great night out at M7 Ranch in Alvarado.
I love M7
Yeah,
Ranch.
yes.
Hello, Todd Massey.
Yes, Todd Massey is wonderful, and we had a blast that night. Just had a great night for the kids.
Right.
He built a bonfire. We had cooked hamburgers, all kinds of food. Had volleyball
S'mores.
set up, s'mores at the
S'mores.
bonfire. It was awesome.
That's
and
cool.
the kids, we had a record turnout of kids that came that night. And everybody that came got a T-shirt, and it had bonfire logo on it, and then all of our sponsors at that point were featured on the back of our shirts.
Very cool.
So that were the silver and up. And sorry, I let that
Look,
disappear.
There you go.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
And then gold sponsors are from 500 to 1,000, and then our platinum sponsors are 2,500 and up. So just a couple of shout outs. We do have 2 platinum sponsors. That's Albertsons and Harvest Bowl. Actually, Harvest Bowl, we participated as a senior class in celebration during that whole event of raising, collecting what am I trying to say? Canned goods
canned goods, macaroni and cheese.
Wow.
And we won. We were 3rd place in the Harvest Bowl, and with that comes a monetary prize.
Nice.
So Harvest Bowl does a great job with raising the items for their food banks and how they help everyone, throughout the year. And they do that through enticing clubs and groups, with monetary prizes. So again, win-win for everyone
That's
involved.
huge.
So those are our big 2 platinum sponsors. And then gold level, we have Rendon Road Animal Clinic, great animal clinic if you ever need a vet. We have Jam Sports that's been here, Jam Sports 2.0, which has been in business for a long time in Burleson. We totally appreciate their support. Whatchamacallit, as well as Walmart are our gold sponsors. And then silver sponsors is the Garage, and I just hit the button. Sorry.
It's okay. The garage.
Jennifer Wachel, I don't know how to say her last
Wachel.
name. Wachel. Also, she says also Blossom on the Boulevard.
Yes.
Well, with the prom package.
Yes.
Yes. There was we also did a prom package raffle. Do you want to talk about that, Amy? What was in that? Do you remember?
I don't remember all of
Your
it, but
face
it
was
was that was a dress, a tax rental, flowers from Blossoms on the Boulevard, and a portrait package at Lost Oak Winery. Where they can have their portrait taken and everything. So yeah, it was really nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very.
That's
Ow,
did that hurt?
Yeah, it did. Dang it.
And we were selling those just for like
On
$5, weren't we?
Yes.
Those were just $5 a ticket. I mean that's a
Wait. So they got all of that?
yes.
It was a $500 gift card from whatchamacallit,
Yes.
a free text rental from Men's Warehouse, the corsage boutonniere package from Blossoms on the Boulevard, and then a photography on shoot location or shoot, not the photographer, but to go out to Lost Oak and have a shoot done there.
Yes.
And we sold those for $5 a piece.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Y'all were doing that at the
That's
celebration that we were at.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And we drew that back. I think it was on Valentine's Day or Valentine's Week. And some lucky person. Who was it?
It was
Pat Jones.
it was Pat
Pat
Jones.
Jones. Actually, the mom of the senior class president of Centennial won that. So
Yeah.
hopefully
She was
his.
like, praise the Lord, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Right?
Ooh, that's amazing. What a gift package.
Yeah.
That's so
It was
cool.
nice.
Yeah, because senior year is
It
expensive
is
on the
so
parents.
So
expensive. It was
expensive.
expensive when I went, and I graduated 20 years ago this year.
Yeah,
so.
and I just kind of give you a perspective. Prom tickets themselves, and we don't have anything to do with prom. And the reason the prom tickets are so expensive is the actual venue. But this year's prom is at the Omni, but the prom tickets themselves are $85 a piece. So you're talking $200 just for
Just
you know,
to go.
Right.
Just
to
to
go, not to dress. You know, if
Right.
you're going in your shorts and tennis shoes, it's still $200, and you can't go like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They won't let you in the door.
They won't
Right.
let you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
won't let you
Brittany
in.
Sullivan is joining us this morning.
Hello, Brittany.
Hello.
Hey, girl, I need to get my T-shirt.
She just wants to know how she can help out with prom.
Oh, Brittany is, she has an organization called Beauty Within. And we don't know, Brittany, how can you help out with prom? You know what? Buy a ticket. Buy a ticket for the
Buy a
Harley
raffle
Davidson.
ticket for the
buy a
Harley
raffle
Davidson.
ticket. Yeah, that's really the best way that, at this point that you can help. If you have a business that would like to be a sponsor at one of the levels that I was talking about, and you know, we'll definitely, you know, work that out with you and get you publicity. All of our sponsors and the ones I mentioned and the ones that are on this page as well. Again, just a couple more: Silver, the Garage Men's Grooming, Lynn Smith Chevrolet, Burleson Now Magazine, Lone Oak Winery, Men's Warehouse, The Catch, Proline Surveying, and Stellar Rentals. I think y'all recognize, you know, all of those. And then our partner sponsors, the Uppercut Salon, HEB Burleson, Painting with a Twist, Grumps, Kinder Scott, Chick-fil-A Burleson, Papa Murphy's Burleson, Frescoes, Kroger's Burleson, and Blossoms on the Boulevard.
Wow.
So these guys have all been awesome.
Great support
to
from the
us.
community.
Yeah. And if there's anybody that would still like to be a sponsor, we've been talking about possibly doing one more T-shirt, like for a prom and celebration shirt. And so if there's some
that would be
additional
nice.
sponsors that we get in, we can do that and have you listed on the back of our shirts, because these kids wear their shirts all the time.
Yes.
That's free advertising for you throughout the year as people see those. But the simplest way that you can help is just to go online and purchase a Harley ticket. Because not only are we bringing in all this great entertainment activities and to our venue of Centennial High School, but we're also feeding these kids for 6 hours.
Yes.
Right.
You know, giving them food, giving them, you know, drinks, coffee, you know,
Right.
you know, Coke, water,
Yeah.
you know, sodas.
Are they really going to stay awake that whole time?
I think
yeah,
so.
I think
they
With
will.
all the fun,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
They'll crash as soon as they get home.
Yeah,
As soon as they get home, they might sleep all day the next day, but
Right. But it's
Yeah.
worth it. It's going to
Yeah.
be totally worth
Oh, yeah.
it. Especially to know that they're safe. They're in
Yeah.
a safe
Most
environment.
definitely.
Yeah.
and they're not having to drive, excuse me, from all over the Metroplex at early in the morning when you
Right.
don't want them really on the road.
Right.
Right.
To me, one of the biggest concerns would be, you know, in the years past is that 6 o'clock drive back into Burleson. Okay, so yeah, you know, after prom, yeah, they're all night owls, and you know, 12
Yeah,
o'clock's
but nothing happens
nothing
good
good.
after
I
midnight.
totally agree
Exactly.
with you, Tiffany.
Exactly.
I mean,
I totally agree. But getting there was, you know, that's a concern. But it was the bigger concern, and a lot of our heads was driving back across town from like North Richland
so many
Hills.
accidents happen between like 2 a.m. and
Totally.
5
Yes.
a.m.
Totally.
You know?
And you're out there with all the other crazies. Your
Yes,
kid may
it's
not
not
been doing
necessarily
anything
your
wrong.
kid doing anything.
No.
It's those other people that are out there driving.
Right.
And
When they
yeah,
shouldn't
so
be.
good. What a great opportunity
Yeah.
for these kids to be able to celebrate.
Super excited that it's going to be at the high school
Yeah.
this year.
And so one of the
Local.
things to entice them, hopefully, to stay all night, is we'll be giving great prizes throughout the evening. And so these Harley tickets and the sales from the Harley tickets actually are going straight to us being able to provide prizes such as MacBook, Apple Watches, Apple EarPods,
The AirPods. We'll have coffee machines.
yeah, Keurigs.
You know,
It's things ranging. Probably the lowest prize that we'll give away will be worth $50, and then going up to
college.
yeah,
Yes,
dorm
that's a good idea.
fridges. You know, for their college dorm rooms, the Keurigs. You know, probably some recreational items as well, like a bike or maybe
Yes.
a paddleboard, something like that, and then electronics galore. And then the best prize, or the best set of prizes, is cash.
yes.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're actually having a money machine there that night.
The one
It's
that
one of those
blows.
that blows the money all around.
Yes.
And there'll be opportunities for them to win chances throughout the night. And they've also had opportunities to volunteer throughout the year. And as their parents have volunteered, we're actually keeping track of all the volunteer hours of not only the seniors, but their parents. And so the more they've gotten involved, the more chances they're going to have when they walk in the door. So they'll actually, you know, some kids could walk in with, you know, 20 chances to win
Right.
prizes if they've been heavily involved throughout the year. And then as the night goes on, we'll have all the prizes, you know, displayed on boards, and then they will be able to put their chances that they won previous to coming into celebration, as well as that night,
Right.
into the bucket that they want to win. So let's say it's a MacBook and they're like, yeah, I would love to have a MacBook. They can put all of their tickets in that, or they can say, that looks a little heavy there, so I want to win a Keurig, you know, or something like that. And they get to figure out what they want to try to win. And so they'll get raffle tickets from their participation during the casino night. So the more they play and the more they learn the game. So this is an opportunity, again, a win-win.
Right.
We know most of these kids, when they turn 18, they'll probably gamble at some point.
Mine's
I
already
know
done it.
his.
Mine's already gone to Windsor and learned the lesson about.
There you go. There you go.
But, you know, this is a fun and safe way for them to learn how to play some of these games and to have it in a real situation and not lose any money.
Right.
But just have
Yeah.
a great time
Yeah.
and learn how to, you know, if they've never played craps, well, here's a great chance to learn that game. You know, here's a chance to play roulette. Here's a chance to play Texas Hold'em.
Right.
And all of this is being staffed by not us as volunteers and parents, where they're not going to see us throughout the night. So all of the activities that we have that night are professional paid staffed attendants that come with all of those games
So
and
they're
activities.
not going to have mom and dad looking
No,
over their shoulders. So
no.
that'll be good.
We will not be visible at
No.
all. No.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We'll be behind the scenes making it
Just
happen.
replenishing food.
That's right.
Oh, that's our only.
We're going to stress that. You will not see a parent unless they're replenishing food or, you know, we're behind the scenes. You know,
Right.
kids don't want to see us.
No.
No.
They
No.
There'll be paid security on the
Yes.
premises
Nice.
just to take care of any, you know, situation. And the same rules apply to come into celebration as to come into prom. So, you know, if you followed the rules to go to prom,
Can they leave it in the middle of the night, or
they
y'all gonna-
can't. They can leave anytime they want, but if they leave, they can't come back in. So if they want to stay, if they come in at 12:30 and you know they get ready to leave and they just can't stay awake any longer at 3 o'clock, that's fine. They can leave. They can go home and
Or
crash.
they can go take a nap for 30 minutes
They
and then
can.
go home
Oh,
because
yeah.
they don't need to drive when
That's
they're
right.
sleepy.
But they can't come back in once they've left. Once they've signed out and left. Yeah. So one of the things that we are saying is that you have to be on the Centennial campus by 12:30. So that gives you an hour and a half from the time prom ends to getting to the celebration. So we can't just have it open all night, because then we don't know.
You don't know who's.
We don't know what's going to transpire by the time that they leave.
Right.
Now, did the kids have to RSVP for celebration? So you have a list of all the kids that are supposed to show up?
They do, and there's a very nominal ticket price. We actually started the tickets at $10 each, which is very,
That's cheap.
very cheap
Yeah,
for
very
a full
cheap.
night of fun, food, entertainment, and prizes.
Yeah.
And then they progressively increase up to $20 as it gets closer to prom. So there's some some dates. And then we'll have a few, if kids, and we know they're procrastinators to a degree, but we're
Yes.
highly encouraging them to purchase their tickets prior to the night of prom.
Right.
And there will be some limited tickets available on the night of, but they will come at a little higher price.
And do they have to show their student ID when they walk in the door?
They will.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely
That's a
student
good-
ID.
yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
And so will parents be manning the door, or is that your paid staff as well?
We'll have volunteers at the door.
Okay.
There'll also be security at the door, just like there is at prom, just to ensure that there's no situation going on. But those will be volunteers. We'll have volunteers again that are parents, just restocking the food, coordinating the prizes, throughout the evening and things like that. But the paid staff will be out circulating. We'll be running the casino, the casino, manning all of the different activities. They're ensuring that no one's getting hurt.
Right.
They're looking at, if somebody, doing something they shouldn't, they'll try to resolve that before, it escalates into anything that it shouldn't.
Right.
So the volunteers are just there to really just make sure that everything behind the scenes
Right.
goes on and everybody gets
Smoothly.
checked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 371 in your
Mhm.
graduating class. How many kids are actually going to show up for this celebration?
We just recently started selling tickets. We're hoping that we get, we're hoping for, 300 plus kids.
Yeah.
If half of our senior class came and brought their dates, that would be huge.
Yes.
We've been planning all along for 400. Again, we've just started selling tickets, so that just keeps rolling in.
Yeah.
Again, most of these kids, hopefully you guys will buy the tickets sooner than
Yeah.
later. Just
Yes.
it helps us, and it, from a planning perspective, is just not that last minute crunch trying to get everything set up
Right.
as it was for Bonfire.
Right. Right.
Now, do y'all have a representative at the school? Oh, you can go play. Do y'all have a representative at the school that is promoting the sale of these tickets during school?
Actually, we do that from a volunteer standpoint. Scott Shahay is kind of our liaison within this Centennial, and he's been awesome. So just a shout out to Mr. Shahay as well as Mr. Neal, who's our principal, for allowing us to do this in the first place. We'll be working with Officer Schaefer, who's the campus officer there, to coordinate our security and all of that good stuff. But everybody's just been wonderful.
That's good.
And a couple of folks that we've worked with within BISD admin, as far as the reservation and, setting up the maintenance or not maintenance, the custodial crews and all of that. So it's just been really, really good to keep it here in Burleson. And we think it's going to be a great party.
Yeah, it
Great
sounds
night.
like
It
it.
sounds like a great party. I wish I could go.
I know.
I know, right?
I know. All of us all year long have been like, God, man, maybe while they're at prom, we could check everything out
Right.
until we get it set up.
Well, yeah.
We could
Quality
do the rock
control.
climbing
You
wall.
got to make
Yeah.
sure everything's working.
Right. So yeah, you've got to walk through there and make
That's
sure
right.
it's to your standards.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. I totally get that. So are the kids getting excited?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think they're on that downhill slide.
Yes.
And there's a lot of great activities coming up for them in the next 6 weeks. I mean,
Yeah, they're super busy these
Yeah,
next
they are.
6 weeks. So
And-
it's
and
gonna
I know
fly
Miss-
by too for y'all.
Mr.
so.
Neal, our principal, was it last night or the night before? He sent something out saying this is the last 6 weeks of
Yes.
school.
And that just
Yeah, that hit
And
me
it just-
yesterday.
yeah,
Is it really?
I
Yes.
can't believe it.
Yes.
So
Well,
I have a
fly
7-year-old
by.
grandson. I can't keep up with any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So can you imagine what it's going to be like when he's a senior in high school?
No.
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 Can I call on you for your help?
Sure.
Karen's like, no, I'm moving to Hawaii.
No, I'm actually gonna miss all this
Are
when
you?
it's gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
when it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, you know, young adults when they plan for their weddings. You know, they plan, and then the day of, it's here, but they're so glad that it's going to be over with.
Yes.
You know, so I'm sure y'all are kind of feeling that you'll be glad that this part is over with and you're ready to move on to the next thing. No.
It's bittersweet.
It is
It really
bittersweet.
is. It really is. Yeah.
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 So what is next steps for your kiddos? Amy, tell me your son's name.
Jacob Farmer is
Jacob.
my son. Yes. Oh, I can't talk, or I get misty. His plans are to attend Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
He got accepted to the
That's awesome.
the engineering program there, so he'll actually be going to Galveston for the first year to their engineering program they have, and
Right.
then he'll change campuses to College Station
Wow.
the sophomore year. So
That's
yeah,
so exciting.
he's excited.
That's awesome. Good
It's
for
a
you.
little far, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
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 I'm hanging in
You
there.
get to go to Galveston
Yeah,
and visit for a
that's
little
true.
bit.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
you spend a year in Galveston.
Yeah. Why not?
What could be better?
And I know Reagan. So what are Reagan's plans?
Reagan is going to Texas A&M
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
She'll be at the College Station campus,
Yeah.
and she's got a full summer ahead of her before she moves down with
Yeah.
her 4-H and activities and everything going on. But it is bittersweet, like
It
Amy
is.
said. You know, all of this. One of the reasons, you know, I kind of volunteered is that's kind of what I do. You know, kind of what I do.
Yeah.
I love helping. I love helping these kids. I've known a lot of these kids since, you know, we came to Burleson and,
Right.
and Reagan started first grade here. So
Wow.
they're family,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, just wanting to put something together. I knew we had an awesome set of parents. Again, shout out to the 13 others on the board. Let's just go through them real quick. I just want to give a shout out. We've got Shelly Taylor, awesome. Janet Bishop. Both of those have been chairing our corporate sponsorships. Lori Williams, who has managed all of our money as a treasurer. Nicole Elrod, our secretary. Jana Jackson, our vice president. We've got Jennifer Watchell, who's our chairman of photography. We've got Bill Janish, who is our prize coordinator. So Bill's going to get really ramped up in the next couple of weeks, helping negotiate all these great deals
Right.
with Best Buy and all the places that we've got, you know, our connections with. Beverly Freeman and Audra Torres co-chaired our golf tournament, which was back in November. We had a great turnout and a great time that night. Andrew Fleming and Amy are co-chairing our food for the night of. So they're actually going to be going out in the next couple of weeks and
Getting some donations for food and
Nice.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we're gonna hit you
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Donate.
Yeah. If you have food, watch out. Amy's
That's
coming
right.
your way.
We're gonna try to do like a nacho bar, pizza. We're gonna have some breakfast foods. We're gonna maybe do brisket tacos. So we'll be hitting you up for sides or for the meat or what have you. So
That's awesome.
yes.
Well, Burleson is such a tight-knit community. They're not going to hesitate
Oh
to
no,
help.
we've already
Yeah.
got some people that have already said they're interested.
That's awesome.
Melissa, did you say
yes,
Melissa?
Melissa Gilbert. Also, she's been our volunteer coordinator or chairman, and she's the one putting out all of the requests for when we come up with some bright idea, and we have to have volunteers to help us.
Yeah.
She's putting out all of those messages and working Sign Up Genius, which is an awesome app to get our volunteers. Who else did I miss?
Tomorrow night, is there a Kona Ice at Centennial for the softball and baseball field?
There is. There is.
I'm friends with Andrew on Facebook. We work out
Awesome.
together at
Oh, wow.
at Pound on Saturday mornings.
Good job.
I want to come and join you.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah. Andrew's a little fitness
I knew
guru,
she
isn't
is.
Yeah.
she inspires me every Saturday.
That's awesome. We need people to inspire us every day.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Friday, we actually have Kona Ice coming out to the softball and baseball fields. And softball, it's actually senior night for Centennial softball. So
Right.
that's the last official district game at home for our Centennial softball seniors.
Wow.
Which my daughter's one of those. So
Yes.
it's going to be a
An emotional
It's
night.
gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. But they're playing baseball. JV has a doubleheader. So in the last couple of weeks, when softball and baseball and different activities have been going on down there, since we kind of have some connections with those booster groups,
Kinda.
we've allowed some different food truck vendors to come in, and then they're donating a portion of their proceeds back to senior celebrations. So it's not been a negative impact at all to the baseball concession or baseball softball concession stands at all, because they're offering something that those concession stands don't offer.
Right.
But we've had Pokios out 2 times, and now Kona Ice is coming out Friday. So you don't have to buy a ticket to get in the game. They'll be in the parking lot. So just come out from 6 to 8 Friday and get you a Kona Ice, and know that, again, you've helped out senior celebrations.
That's
so,
right.
you know, bring your kids and
Go
be
get
the
stuff.
mom and dad of the year. Yeah, that you let them get a Kona Ice. And,
Right. And anybody can buy a ticket for the Harley Davidson motorcycle.
Anybody can.
You do not
And
have
there's
to live in
500
Johnson
tickets
County.
available.
Right.
Yes.
And they're $50 each, and
Yes.
you can buy as many as you want.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you even
If
if
you
you
wanted
don't live
20
in
chances to
Right.
win that Harley and then turn around and sell it, it'd
Right.
still be an investment.
and
Exactly.
you don't have to live in Johnson County to buy a ticket.
Oh,
so
no, not at all.
because we reach a lot of people.
No,
right?
you do not
So-
have to.
Yeah.
That's why we have it on our Square app,
Yeah.
and that you can just click a link and buy as many as you want.
Yeah.
Because you know, you could live like my brother lives in Boston now,
Mhm.
and he could buy one. Now, if he wins that bike, he's going to be responsible for the
Coming down
delivery.
and getting
Right.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for that. If he doesn't want to come down and ride it back, but you know, you can get them delivered. You know,
Oh yeah.
very very
Yeah, you get a
economically.
ticket for $50, you get a $10,000 bike. I think I'd
I
pay
think
for
I
the
should.
shipping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, we'd love to have people, you know, from all over. So you know, the grandparents, friends,
Yeah.
whoever. You know, if you know somebody that's into bikes, that's
Yeah.
into Harleys, pass this along to them,
Oh,
because it's a
definitely.
great opportunity.
And again, we'll put the picture of the flyer underneath the comments, and it has the link. You just click on the link, and that will take you directly to the purchase of the tickets.
Yes, that's awesome.
That
And-
is awesome.
Also, we'll be out at Stampede Harley this afternoon, later tonight. I believe it starts at 5 or 6. I can't exactly remember the times. I think it's on our Facebook page as well. But they have some things every couple of weeks that are like their Stampede block parties, some things for their customers, and they've been very generous to allow us to come out and have the bike, obviously,
Oh,
on site, and to help their customers know about it. And we've actually had quite a few sales from that venue as well.
That is so
Yeah.
cool. So you can go check out the bike tonight.
Exactly. It's at Stampede, and then the bike will actually be at the softball, baseball fields on Friday as well. We have a lot of these things where Stampede has very generously agreed to bring it out anytime we have an event, so that anytime the bike's there, it generates interest, because people are like, oh man, that's really cool. How do you know? And I'm like, well, this could be yours. You know.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to win it. So it's always best to have the bike there. So if you want to come check it out, you want to sit on it, feel it, you know, and
You can
see
take
if
your
it fits
picture
you.
with it, put
Yeah.
it on your dream board.
Exactly.
Do
right.
it.
Come out to the softball fields Friday, and you can see it. Come out to Stampede tonight. You can see it. And then we're going to have it at several other places as well. Actually, on the border on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
We
Yeah.
just got that word back yesterday, I believe
Yes,
that was. So
mhm.
we'll be there for all the Cinco de Mayo activities, and be selling Harley chances as well on May.
is so
What is that?
cool.
May 5th? Yeah.
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 Yes.
So when is actually prom is May 20th?
Prom is actually Saturday, May 19th. So it's over with at 11. So celebration officially kicks off on May 20th.
Right.
Yeah, May 20th.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna choke over here. That's awesome. So what do you advise for parents coming into 2018, 2019 class of 2019?
Don't blink, it's going to go by so fast. So take advantage of every moment. Volunteer as much as possible. Be active in your child's senior year, because it really goes by so fast. You really want to cherish it and get involved.
And how much do your kids actually appreciate what you're doing? Do they tell y'all? Do they know?
Oh, yeah.
Do they
They
know?
Oh,
They-
mine
I knew Reagan
does.
probably
Yeah.
Yeah. Jacob knows. He knows, and he does appreciate it.
Does
You know, boys share. They don't share as much as girls do a lot, but he appreciates it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Y'all are raising some good kids. That's exciting, and they do appreciate this.
They
They're
do.
gonna- They're going to look back later on in life, and they're going to go, you know, I had the best moment ever. You
Yeah.
know? And the crazy thing is, they're going to compare every girlfriend to their mother. Y'all know that, right? Or every boyfriend to their dad. You know how involved they were in their life, and you know, y'all are setting really good examples for your kids.
Well, thank you.
I commend y'all for that.
And you know, and I concur completely with everything Amy said. And the more you're involved with your kids, and the more you're involved with their senior year, they may not like go, yeah, this is great that you're that you're doing all this, but it's giving you more time to be with them and to ask them different questions, you know, about, you know, what would be fun at this event, you know, and all that. So it's actually building and strengthening, you know, those relationships that you have. And
most definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So the kids actually had input on what's going to happen during the celebration.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that we did after our initial just kind of information gathering meeting in May. We had all these different new ideas, and we said, you know, this is great that the 30 of us are sitting here talking about doing some, you know, shaking it up and doing a little different, but let's go ask the parents and the kids. So we actually put together an e-survey and sent it out to the entire senior class and their parents to ask them, you know, what they really wanted out of a celebration event. You know, did they want to drive that far? Would they rather have it closer? What kind of events and games
and entertainment
right? And one of the biggest sets of feedback was we don't want to drive, and we don't want to go to some of these places because we've been there, done that before.
Yeah, right.
You know, these places,
Exactly.
and unfortunately, you know, our kids, you know, we are blessed, you know, to live here in Burleson and to have some of the things available to us, and to have the Metroplex, you know, just 20-30 minutes, you know, everything that you can imagine to do.
Right.
And so going to a main event in some of these places, well, how many times have they done that in the past 18 years? They've done it a lot, you know. So we were looking to do something a little different. We know most of them haven't done, you know, casino and things like that. So, and just to have it special. So, you know, that was one of the things that we started with, is asking, what do y'all really want? What do you don't want to do? And what are some of the things that we could do, and what are some of the prizes that you would like?
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to give stuff away that you're going. This was So cash was a big one, and so so we're trying to make it even more fun with like the money machine and having opportunities to make it fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Oh my God, yeah. So if you're listening, viewing the Facebook video, make sure you go out and buy those tickets for the Harley Davidson, so these kids get to fulfill this fantasy that they're going to have on celebration night. I mean, I wish I was graduating and could be a part of that.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I'm a little jealous, just so y'all know. It's been a really long time since I graduated. So, but with that said, we got about 3 minutes left, so we want to make sure that you got all your shout-outs in. Anybody else that y'all want to shout out or talk about? Any impertinent information that we need to know about?
The ticket sales for Celebration, we're going to have those available online as well, probably by the end of the week. So if your kid doesn't want to come find us at Centennial, they can actually purchase the tickets online.
Right.
We will have some dates that we are actually at Centennial during the lunch hour and things like that. That they can buy as well, and that'll be posted on our site. But the big thing is purchase now, purchase soon, so that your ticket price stays at the $10 mark and it doesn't go up. The highest amount that it's going to be, and that'll be the night of, will be $25. So even if you mess around, it's still going to be a very affordable night. But
for a whole evening.
Yeah.
And they get food, they get entertainment, they get
chances to win prizes.
Yeah.
And again,
And they need those prizes because college is coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
There'll be another on-site DJ, professional DJ there, so they can just get to keep dancing all night long. So it's gonna be a great night.
And for a lot of kids, high school is the best days of their lives. So just finish it off.
Finish
well.
it strong,
That's
finish
right.
it fun,
Yeah.
and
Make
again,
memories.
make memories. Come and just enjoy. Don't. We hope that every kid, every senior would just come out.
Right.
We guarantee you, if you come out and you come out that night and you walk into the campus, that you're going to have fun and that you're going to stay a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Most definitely.
we would just totally encourage every senior and every parent of every senior to say, hey, at least go check it out.
Yeah.
Go check it out and have fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I commend you for what you're doing.
Well,
so
thank you very much.
congratulations on having seniors, getting them this far. Yeah,
Thank you.
Right?
Thank
And we
you.
wish y'all all the best.
Well, we appreciate it so much, and we appreciate the partnership with JoCo Community Radio and all that y'all have helped us do this year.
Thank you.
Thanks to all of our sponsors and our board and everyone. So thank y'all
exciting.
so much.
You are so welcome. So we're going to have to get off of here, but we
Yeah.
wanted to remind y'all to tune in tomorrow morning. We're going to have Stephen Hernandez with the ABA Therapy Clinic that's coming to Ellis County, which is servicing all of Johnson County. He services children with autism from every spectrum of autism. So he's going to be on here tomorrow morning talking about that. We're also going to have
Daniel from Honeybee's Roofing is going to come on. If anybody has any roofing questions, they can call in, or we'll have Skype set up and ready to go.
Yep. So
So it'll be a great Friday
Friday fun day.
13th,
Yeah.
But it'll be Friday fun day.
Oh, it will be Friday the 13th.
It is.
And we're going to give everybody good luck on that day.
Yeah.
No bad thoughts, right?
No.
Yeah.
Because
So
we're all about sharing the good. That's what we do.
that's right. So
Focus on the good.
y'all tune in tomorrow. We thank y'all for being here.
Thank you, Connie.
Thanks for
Thank you.
everybody viewing and listening, but we got to go.
We
so,
do. So make today better than yesterday. Or yeah, make today better than yesterday, and have a great day.
bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
You are so welcome. That was good. Here, I'll
Did you
give
find the up there? I was like, where did it go?
Hey, they need to sign our board.
Carrie, you already.
Fell apart.
No.
Did it fall apart?
Oh, yes, but that's
Carrie,
okay.
have you signed the board? You signed it, haven't you?
No. I
Here,
had the
y'all
kids
both
sign it.
Y'all both sign it.
Thank
Here
you.
you go, Amy. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, sign our board. We're going to have to put a new one up here
Awesome.
pretty soon. So, yeah. It's getting full.
It is.